Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to this test stream that I am running this morning here at Rich New Design. I am testing EVMUX. EVMux? Is that what I should call it? I don't know. But I am testing this because I am looking for. I'm going to be replacing Streamyard. Streamyard is just days away from trying to hit me for a lot of money for the package that I have, and so I am adjusting things here, and I believe I may have found an answer that brings things back into a financially decent position. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever it is where you are. I hope you are having yourself a fantastic day. And again, I'm feeling good because I think we've got a viable solution here to replace Streamyard with. I saw Kurt was out there earlier. Kurt Kasprick, peace and love, my friend. Peace and love. We are going to be doing this. We're going to go over the pricing. We're going to go over the interface of it because I believe this has everything Streamyard has and more. Now, does it have the service? Does it have all of that? I'm probably gonna go with the medium package to start with, just to test it out for a month before upgrading to the pro, which I believe is what I need. But we're gonna go over the pricing on this and everything, and just see exactly what this thing has. Let me get us set up here, or get us. I should get myself set up over here, so I can show what we've got for pricing. Let me actually switch over here to one of these full screen modes so that we can be looking at this. This is EVMux. EVMux.com is where you're going to go to take a look at what this is. And I'm running the free version right now. And we're going to go over what the differences are between the different versions right now, and talk about the differences between that and StreamYard. Uh, First off, it's the free edition. You've got the limited pro scenes. They have pre-built scenes and different things that you can use templates to put together with backgrounds, overlays, and individual speakers and different things along those lines. So that is something that you don't see over in StreamYard. Apps and widgets. I'm not even getting into that right now because I believe that this thing is set up to, it not only does sounds and does widgets when people do a super chat, if you have it set up to do that, but there are also other widgets for when people subscribe, when people do other things with your channel and interact in different ways. I'll probably do a whole separate live going over the apps and widgets and seeing what's available out there. Now with the free package, you get 3 gigabytes of storage. And I'm not sure what it is over at StreamYard for the free. The next step up, this $19 thing, this ends up giving you 20 gigabyte of storage. And then over here on the Pro, you get the 50 gigabyte of storage, which is comparable to what you have over there on StreamYard. The 50 gigabytes that it'll store of videos that you've already done. Here's a big one that I really like. Up to 12 on-screen participants. Over there in StreamYard, you only get 10. Over there on StreamYard, you only get 10 on-screen participants, meaning you could have 12 people on here. And that is the same whether you are on the free, the 1999, the mid-range, or the pro. What do they call it? Basic. Free, basic, or pro. Up to 12 participants on the screen. Now, I'm going to skip to one that's listed down here real quick because it has to do with it's right here, backstage mode. The other thing you get, apparently, when the people are backstage, they can talk to each other. The people backstage, I don't know what they can see. I don't know if they're able to see the other people backstage. They may be able to, but they are able to talk to each other backstage without interfering with the stream up here. And so you could actually have somebody that you bring in. You could have a person who's managing your stream sitting backstage that vets that person. They can be talking and getting and letting them know what's going to be going on with the stream and other things along those lines. So you have this ability that you do not have in StreamYard for the people backstage to be able to communicate with each other until they're being brought up onto the actual screen. And again, 12 people can be brought up as opposed to the 10 that you have over in StreamYard. So that is another advantage that I see here to EVMux. Mr. Coffee, peace and love. Peace and love. Hope you are having a good morning. Welcome in everybody that's out there. I am using EVMux, the free version right now, just to test this out, see how the camera runs, how everything goes, and compare this to StreamYard because this pricing is much more in line with what StreamYard used to be. The free package, as you're going to see, is comparable with advantages over the other. The things that you have then again in the basic package for $19 a month, that is yet another situation where it's very comparable with the limitations as well, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And then the Pro version, that has the similar things to the other Pro. I'm running the free right now though, and with this, I don't know what this push to talk alongside the internal chat. Oh, there's an internal chat, the private chat. You've got a push to talk feature, meaning that the stream can be fully automated by the host at all. Oh, fully managed by the at all times. You can push to where you can talk to an individual without anything on the stream hearing it. So you can communicate to somebody else, and nobody else will be able to hear it with the internal chat. So that is another nice feature that you do not see over in StreamYard. Okay, I'm still live, but it has stopped recording. I just got a message saying that the recording has stopped due to limitations, due to package limitations. And it probably tells me down here on recording exactly what those limitations are. Because I think it'll only record so many. You can record your content over here in the basic and over in the Pro package. But I believe there's a limitation to under 8 minutes or something along those lines, to where it stops recording. It won't bother to record over here on the free package. Now, just like the others, you can pop up comments. There's different styles that it will show the comments. There are different layouts. We will look at those layouts and we will look at the setup after we go through the pricing and the differences between the two. You have banners like you see down here below. The free package does go full HD 1080. It is sending out in full HD. I don't know if that means the camera, because I don't see limitations or an add-on to where the camera can't be 1080. So I believe that you've got 1080 all the way with the free package, whereas StreamYard's will only allow for a 720 as the highest camera on the free, unless they've upgraded it for this next iteration. I'm not sure. Now, you've got multi-streaming of 2 destinations. Destinations being channels. Maybe you have a Twitch channel. Maybe you have a Facebook. Maybe you have a YouTube. You can send to 2 channels simultaneously using the free package here. So you do have that ability involved with it. That is another feature here. That is another good thing. Now the lower thirds, that's just the name, giving the name here that we have to put up when these go. So that's a standard. Banners, the banners running on the bottom. I created this test banner again. Very similar to what you have over in StreamYard with the ability to use a ton of them. Tickers, is that the same thing? It's got to be the same thing. It's the scroll on the bottom. Integrated chats. Integrated chats are where you can highlight the chat. I'm looking at the chat here in the interface. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Welcome in. Welcome in, chat. Hope you were having a good one. It does have I do not ASIO. I'm wanting to make sure I'm looking at this audio sources. I'm not sure. Let me get to that. We'll go through the settings and the setup. Again, I just started this morning because StreamYard's about to hit me for $89 for the Pro package. And I got to find an alternative. And there's so much work to get OBS running and just do everything with Ninja and OBS that I'm looking for an interim answer here that makes it easier to pull people up dynamically the way I've been doing. Oh, I've got this brought over here on top of that screen. There we go. I need to find that screen again. Damn, if I only knew what I was doing a little bit better. Let me drag this back over here. Okay. So we've got the tickers, we've got the integrated chat, the highlighted comments, virtual background. If I had the, you would not believe the increases that StreamYard hit. StreamYard, I was paying $49 for the professional, and starting in 2 days, it's going up to $88.99. It's a $40 increase, a $40 increase. That's why I'm finding an alternative. I can't justify a $40 increase. 1SP, peace and love. Peace and love. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for that thumbs up. And everybody, if you would, click on the thumbs up, the thumbs down, engage. One of the, I'm good with either. Just let them know. Virtual backgrounds, just like now I use OBS to green screen everything out, so I'm building this stuff in the background here anyway. But they have the green screening just like you have over in StreamYard. You've got screen sharing. You've got the streaming limits. Now your streams on the free package here can only be 2 hours in length, and you can only have up to 30 hours a month on the free package. On the step up, the basic, unlimited streams, and over there on the Pro unlimited. So you're good to go with both of those. Paul, peace and love. Peace and love. Hope you are doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody click on that like. Click on that like, all that other stuff. I am going through EVMux. Just seeing, I think I'm on the free right now, but I believe I'm going to go ahead and get at least the basic today, so I can test this out and make sure everything is going well. How do I stream in blackface? What is it? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? Now I can. Now, are you talking about silhouette? Are you talking about a silhouette? Like, hang on. I'm going to go ahead and do it and see if this is what you're talking about. Are you looking for something to where... Are you looking for something to where you can actually be streaming and nobody can see you so that you're hidden from view? Is that... I'm assuming that... oh, it says blue face. Man, that's why my eyes are so bad. I thought it said blackface. I apologize for that. I am using OBS and OBS filters. Yeah, I saw that now. I thought it was the weirdest ass question, and I thought maybe you were asking about, because it's just like, why would you ask that? I thought maybe you were asking about how you can do an incognito if you have a camera effect with a guest. I use OBS to put together my camera, and I apply a filter to the camera, and that filter... And I've just actually, all I've done here is just mix two of the filters together to get this effect that I'm using right now on the camera. The filters, let me turn off the second one here, so I'm just using the blue. I've got another one. Here I am without anything. The blue and the red is what produced what we were looking at before. Oh, I haven't moved this over. No, it's showing up. It should be showing up. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm making sure. Let me get back over here to the blue. I also have green. And I'll go to the blue. There we go. It's just a color filter that I add. OBS. It's free. Open broadcasting system. It's got a lot. It'll do everything for you. But you oftentimes don't need everything. But this is a good one. I use it just to manufacture my camera, and then I send the camera output over here to. It used to be Streamyard. Now it's going to be EVMux. So that's what I'm working with right now. And I use OBS actually to put myself down here and put this screen that I'm sharing over here. All right. Oh, I understand. It's my eyes. It's my eyes, official 1SP. It's my pad eyes, and I was looking, and the blue face. I haven't slept either. I haven't slept either. I'm trying to find this, but we'll figure it. I'm figuring this out. So now that's what you have, and you have this powered by logo up here in the corner that you can't remove on the free version. So the EVMux thing that you see over top there, you can't remove. Now for the basic plan, it gets rid of that logo. You can put your own logo there. You still have the up to 12 on-screen participants, 2 more than you have over there in the StreamYard. You've got full Pro Scene Builder, and I'll show you the Pro Scene Builder here in a second when we go backstage and actually look at, because it's more complex. This is the actual stream I'm running here, and it's a lot closer to OBS, so it does have more capabilities and it's more complex. But I'll wait to bring that over and show you the Pro Scene Builder for templates to build different scenes that you can switch to and create transitions out of. Logo, backgrounds, and overlays, just like StreamYard. I have this background running here, but I can't change the background in this free version. Let me bring it back to what it was. That's one of the free backgrounds. That background you see there. You can't add your own backgrounds unless you go to the basic plan, at least the $19 a month plan, which I'm sure is less money going by the year. But I'm going to be paying by the month. So that's what I'm looking at. But you have backgrounds. You also have overlays, and we'll take a look at those, and the backgrounds, overlays, and the logo. So you have control over those 3, just like over in StreamYard. You also have slideshows, so you can have a slideshow with images like you have over in StreamYard. Pre-recorded streams, up to 2 hours of pre-recorded streams that you can hang on to and then use those if you're going to run an automated live, something along those lines, because you can pre-record your content and then run it live. Be out in the chat like a premiere, but it's a live, so you can jump in if you need to at some time and come back out. Unlimited streams. As I was saying over there, this can only be 2 hours long. With the unlimited streams, it doesn't matter how long they are in hours, and I think you have, it's up to 6 hours each live. Okay, there's no monthly limit, but the limit on an individual stream is 6 hours. So I believe StreamYard will go longer than 6 hours. There is a difference, but how often does somebody have longer than a 6-hour stream? So I don't know that that's going to be an issue. Multi-streaming, where you can only go to 2 destinations over in the free plan. This one, you've got 4 destinations, the 19. Custom RTMP. If you're wanting to actually stream this to something that is not one of the pre-set up Twitch, X, Facebook, YouTube, the different platforms that are there, if you have one you're streaming to that isn't one of those preset, most often they'll have an RTMP, which is an address that it's going to connect to along with a security code so it can connect to it. So you can use custom destinations here that you couldn't use over in the free. It will record your content. As you can see, this isn't recording any of my content. This isn't bothering to record my content. It's gonna it's going to record the live. The live will go down, but if I want to do just recordings, I have to actually be in the $19. You can't use this to actually just produce recorded content without going live with the free package. 20 gigabytes of storage, whereas StreamYard, I think on the $40 package they're going to have, because StreamYard's prices are twice as much right now, even more than twice as much with the one. 20 gigabytes of storage. The Pro's got 50 gigabyte. That's if you want them to hold on to the uploads that you've made, those long lives, so you can download them later. Now you have 2 collaborator seats, and this is where it comes into having somebody else that helps manage the streams for you. Somebody else that and again, I'm really excited about the whole people backstage being able to talk to each other. That is gonna open up the possibility for good vetting of people that come up, being able to talk, hear what they're doing, get that audio, know who you're talking to ahead of time, and give them instructions or anything, pre-show instructions before bringing them up. And the push to talk, those are really nice features. But 2 collaborator seats means you can have one other person that can be yourself, and then you've got one other person you can invite as a manager of your account, who can add and delete. If they're an admin, they can add and delete channel destinations. They can start streams, different things along those lines. It probably is similar to StreamYard in the fact that they can either be an admin or just a manager, where they can block different people. And that's a nice thing I'm going to show over here, is something that you can't do in StreamYard is block the user. It's a little bit time out the user and other things. This seems to tie in a little bit better. And then transcription. It will, after the stream is done, go ahead and do a transcription of the stream that you're able to download. So that's the $19 a month. I may actually go for that for a month. The reason I want to go to the Pro is a couple of things. The Pro has 4 collaborators, which means that it can be me and 3 other people that manage this account, that are able to launch streams, are able to run streams, are able to handle stuff. So if you've got a channel and you've got multiple people working it, the Pro is the way to go with that. You do have the 50 gigabyte of storage as opposed to the 20 gigabyte of storage. Multi-streaming, you've got 9 destinations. Now, I'm not that worried about having 9 destinations. That doesn't necessarily, the 4 is probably enough for me, but if you had others and if you've got 4 admins, they can all be using this account. And so they're coming in and you have them set up their destinations. That can actually, you can pull together on this $39 a month package. You've got 320 kilobits audio. It's high quality audio. That's all they're telling me here is from your inputs. We'll actually look at the options that they have over here when we get to the part where we're looking at the interface. Web source. You're allowed to add web-based content as something to the stream. So which means that you can actually have live tickers, live pages, other things like that that you add to your stream, and as they get updated, they're handled that way. That is something that I don't see over in the other packages, the web source over in StreamYard. You can have multiple cameras, up to 3 different cameras on the same device in the studio. So the same person can be running up to 3 cameras, where you have one extra camera over there in StreamYard. Again, this is an advantage over that. You've got local recordings, just like you have over in StreamYard, so that you can get high quality of the recordings in case. So you're not. And then individually, it stores those locally, then uploads them. You download those, so you've got really clean audio and really clean video to be able to then put your different things together with. And again, you've got pre-recorded streams, this time 3 hours as opposed to 2 hours. So you can run pre-recorded ones that are up to 3 hours. Up to 12 on-screen participants, just like you have in the in both of the others. And again, I want to mention background mode, to where the people that are down that aren't up on the stream, they'll be able to talk to each other down in the bottom. So that is an advantage for some backstage kind of green room kind of feel, where you can have one of your managers, your collaborators, deal with that and be able to bring those people up. So these are the 3 packages they have. The free one, which I'm running right now, and so far I haven't seen any issues with my performance. I have been running without any problems. I don't believe I've had any lags, so I'm kind of happy about that. And that includes running this banner down at the bottom. I am probably, for now, gonna go with this basic package, the $20 a month, because I don't believe I need to hit the multiple cameras just yet, because Allie, when she does her paintings, she actually uses OBS similar to what I'm doing here to put her other camera right in the same scene that she's in. I use OBS to compile what my camera is going to look like. I'm going to bring this back up big. I don't know why I have it all small. And I'm going to close this since it's talking about cookies, and I'm not worried about that. I'm going to go with the $19 a month, because multiple cameras and the extra 5 destinations and the 2 more collaborators. Those are the big differences to me. And local recording, if we are doing recordings, local is a nice feature. Those I can see going to the pro, but I think what I'm going to do, and you judge your own needs. You judge what it is you're doing. But I'm going to give this a test for about a month at the $19 a month, and then I'll probably upgrade to the $39. Because to be honest, I was using the one for $49, which is comparable and has less features actually than the Pro version for $39 here. So I'm going to end up saving $10 as opposed to getting jacked up to $89 from Streamyard. Are there? Okay, they do have. Are these the yearly, the basic, professional, everything from the individual? Oh, these are their business plans. So if you've got a business plan that you need to put together, this with 100 gig storage, 160 gig storage, you've got all these other options. I'm not 5 collaborators in the one, 6 in the other. So if you have an operation with a big, and you need to get the business services here, this is what you're going to be doing. But for most everybody that would be watching my stream here, it's one of these packages that you're going to be getting by with. Now let's go ahead. Well, I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. I hope everybody is having a good day. I hope everybody is. Well, it's Sunday morning. I haven't been to bed. I was over at Camp Gmail last night. I played several songs, and then I ended up bailing. They had a good show. They had people up there. It was a good atmosphere. And I know he's going to be looking to... And this is why I started thinking this, because it's going to be so much work for somebody that wants to be able to bring people up random to do an OBS. It's a lot of knowing ahead of time what's going on, whereas this will manage those cameras just like you have over in the other setup. And there are layouts down here, just like custom layouts are available over in Streamyard. I really am seeing all these things being similar, so there are no issues with that. If you haven't already, click on that like or dislike. Again, I'm good with either. Maxwell House Smooth Bowl. For those that are wondering, it's Maxwell House Smooth Bowl. All right, let me bring over what you're actually running. Here is the interface. This is the program. Over here on the left, I'm looking at the chat. I'm clicking on the chat just like you do in StreamYard to bring the chat up. Now I can actually choose. There are settings in the branding to move that chat to the other part, to move lower thirds to other parts. But there's multiple ways of doing that. But you've got your comments, being able to set all those. There's music available, including things like applause and other stuff that they already have. Oh, look at that. See, I don't even... we're going to need one of those for Charlie Wood's show later on this month. We're doing a Halloween show over at Charlie Wood Lives. It's going to be another insane animation show, Dirty Puppet show. Last year, it was absolutely insane, so definitely check that out. But you've got background music, and you can edit the list, and probably when you actually upgrade, you can add to this. Layers. Now these are the layers that you can turn on and off, and this is what everybody from Streamyard will find similar. You've got your logo section up here, which right now I can't do anything about it. It's I can't turn the logo off. It's it says you've got to upgrade the plan to turn the logo off. So this would be just like you have over in StreamYard, the logo, and being able to put your own logo up in the corner. And if you notice, when that came up, it was an animated logo. So you can have animations up there in the logo section, just like we have over in StreamYard. Video clips. You have to, if I go to add a video clip, again, I've got to upgrade in order to add a video clip. I don't know why I chose upgrade. Let me close this. There we go. That was a dumb move, clicking on that. So you've got to upgrade to add a video clip, but they have the video clips. Now, the one thing I didn't notice, I don't know that it automatically mutes everybody when you play a video clip. That may be something. I have not found that option yet, but that may be one difference that I kind of like over in StreamYard, but it's not worth double the money, is what it is. Overlays. Here is the one overlay that it came with. Overlays are just like they are over in StreamYard. They're just graphics that end up going around what you've got. Over top of it, 1920 by 1280 or 1080, and you can create these. They're transparent PNGs. It said animation, so it must accept GIFs as well. And the that was one of the other things I wanted to mention about the size of the file is 2 gigabytes. Over in StreamYard, the biggest video files you can put on are 200 megabytes. And so 2 gigabytes allows you to upload much larger files to the system and be able to serve much larger and high quality files than being able to take something and make it fit within the 200 megabytes range. Some files are just big, and you're going to lose so much quality compressing it down to get it under 200 meg. So this is another advantage, the size of the maximum size of the overlay file, of the video clips. Overlays, backgrounds, again, I have to, let me turn off this overlay. Let me show where the background is. This is the background that's selected. Here's another one. These can be videos. The biggest size the backgrounds can be, branded background template. I think they can be MP4. Yeah, these are movies that they're actually playing right now. 8-second, a 30-second. You can pick these if you want to add your own. That's another situation where you've got to upgrade, which is why I'm going to upgrade, because of the branding. I want to make sure that I've got, for my Coffee with Wes shows, I've got to get my own backgrounds. I've got to have all that stuff put in place. Let's get this back big. There we go. And so those anybody who's using StreamYard is gonna be used to seeing these things. Now, branding down here at the bottom, and if you look behind me, there's my camera. You can shrink down. You can shrink down the backstage if there's nobody, if you're not worried about people coming up or anything. But this is where you would have people show up. This is where you would add them. You can hit the invite guest. I can add multiple. If I click add camera, it's actually going to tell me to upgrade because I can only have the one with this. But let's go to the banners up here up top, because we went through layers, music, comments, banners. Just like over in Streamyard, you can create a banner, you give the banner the name, put the text in, it does handle the emojis, and you can create a ticker or just a regular banner that does not scroll across the bottom. So those are very similar. Rabbit, peace and love, peace and love. Let me get over here so I can highlight Rabbit, put it in front of my face. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? There we go. There we go. It has a little bit to it. I don't know how customizable all those things are, but I'll get to that. So we've got banners, we've got our comments, music, layers. Down at the bottom, here's the private chat. Private chat has the talk in it as well. You can have a group, it'll show you who's in there, everything along those lines. But again, that's just the private chat. Here is the branding. Just like you have branding over there, a branding section over there in StreamYard. This is where I can select the style for the banners going across the bottom. That's a little bit different of a banner, but that should have changed the comments when I pop up a comment. See, the comment is bigger. It's got different coloring to it. So you have options here in the branding to set your color schemes, and you can show the date and time on the ticker if you want to. Primary color for what it's going to use for social comments, banners, and lower thirds. The background color and the primary color. You can set those two colors. And then to turn on and off, whether or not you have the lower third is what they call it, with the name of the person who's connected. Now they've got two different ways of doing the name. It can appear like this, and it animates in if you notice, or the way I had it. And then there is a whole custom section, where you can set the size. You can show always enabled, display the title, display the logo, second color, whether you want to use a second color, whether you want it. And I don't know if you can see, but it's going to create a new style. There it is over in the right. You can have it so the name is in the center. I could have the name up top, left, all the different orientations that you could possibly need. Now I'm guessing it's not gonna allow me because I have the free version. Love those infinity shots where it's just a shot within a shot and everything along those lines. So those are your custom lower thirds for the names. Then you have frames. Now, the frame is this thing that's around me right now, this red thing. It's around an individual camera. See how it's around my camera here? I'm going to set it to the blue lightning. Oh, I know exactly how they did that with the Saber plugin in After Effects. I'd totally be able to do these. Color and size. So you can make it bigger, smaller, than the camera, different things along those lines. Reset to default. Remove it if you want. The color is set to 0 on this. You got blue link. Just different variations on outlines that you can. And this one's actually got animation. Let me change to it. Does it have animation? Yes, you can look at the top and the bottom and you can see some animation going on in this. I don't personally like it. I'm going to turn off the frames. Those are the branding options that you have. Again, very similar. The difference being branding is the colors and how you're having that. The layers with your logo, video clips, and other stuff is over here outside of where everything is under one envelope called branding over in StreamYard. This has it in the two different sections. Now over here, it is using the dynamic scene, which is these scenes down at the bottom, across the bottom here, where I can select which one of these, and because there's only the one camera, it's really not going to do anything different because I don't have any. I can add a screen and then you can see the options. But this is how you can end up just like over in, and I'm going to hit Pro Scenes will allow you to fully customize the look of your live and recorded content, making professional transitions, adding apps and widgets, and more. I don't feel like I need to look at this. Creating a pro scene, I can deal with that later. These are the dynamic scenes that are already set up. Here are the pro scenes using the pro scene widget, where I can. There's a countdown scene. Here is a wheel scene. Here is a wheel scene. Let me change to my solo camera so I actually am fitting in with within this circle. They have here, and this is something you don't have over in StreamYard. Although they do have a tool, this has a wheel of luck that you can actually, if you go into the app and you can do it right within here, that wheel of luck, you can add and change all the different options that are on the wheel. So you could add names dynamically. You could do that manually, just like using the Wheel of Names website. Now you can see I'm lagging. You can see I'm lagging because this app is running here. I'm going to come back here, and now I'm not. Am I still lagging? No, now I'm not lagging. So I noticed that app created a lag. I was having difficulty running with that app running, because that wheel is an entire app all its own. I would prefer to use a different tool than that if I were doing it, because that was just unacceptable as long as that was running. Eddie Gannon, peace and love. Peace and love, Eddie. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody, click on that like. Click on that like or dislike. Engage with the thing. Let me get back over here so we're continuing to look at what we've got here in EVMux. This is going to be the Streamyard replacement. This is going to be what people who are on paid services with Streamyard right now get over to EVMux, because you're all getting ready to pay more. And so do this, and that will keep you from having to see that increase. Like I say, I had the professional package, and it's going from $49 up to $89, and that's why I'm over here, because I just can't do that. That is too much. Oh, look, it is the Jay Jordan out there. Let me come over here so I can highlight these comments down here. Hey, look at that. Look how it highlights. Hey, everyone in chat. Obviously I'd want to work on the layouts on this, but I'm using the free package right now. So it's one of those. I'll click hide. Wendy, peace and love. Already downloaded. I have just got an email today. $10 to 44. No. EVMux. EVMux. That this one is the equivalent to the 44 package is a $19.99. And it gives you all the customization. They do have a free version that you might need to use. But this EVMux, this is what I'm going to be changing to. I'm running the free version right now. I'm going to at least get the $19.99 version for a month and try it to make sure that the service works and everything. But then the professional, which I was paying $49, does not. It's only $39 a month over here. And since more people are in here, I want to go over backstage. You can have 12 people on the screen with this, even with the free package. 12 people at once, as opposed to 10 people as you can over there. Another thing about this, the people backstage can talk to one another and hear one another without it being up on the actual stream. So the people waiting backstage are able to talk to each other. You could have someone backstage greeting new people that have come in, letting them know, vetting them, if you will, making sure that, oh yeah, they can play, their sound's all good, making those adjustments before bringing them up onto the stream. So that alone feels like a real winner. That feels like a real winner there, the fact that they can talk back there. It's OBS. OBS will do anything. You only need to do so much, though. All I end up using OBS for is to pretty much put together my camera, like this scene here and this scene here. I have the scenes. Oh, let me switch back to the other so I can show you my OBS that I'm running. And OBS has got the big scene that I was running, and then the scene that's currently running. I use it to put together my camera, and then I output it as a camera. And then I let Streamyard currently, but right now EVMux. That's what I'm going to. That's what I'm using for the output. It'll clean up your. You can do some real neat things with your camera and other stuff, but you don't need everything. I may do a stream where I go over OBS for people as well. We'll see exactly how all that works out. But this is so similar to StreamYard, but it's also very similar to OBS. And the fact that you can create dynamic scenes where you add your own layers. Let me come over here to this one that I was on already. And you can see the layers. Pardon me. You can see the layers here in this where it has text that was added. And you can see that text, I should be able to move that text around. I can probably click on it and drag it. Yes. You can move and create your scenes by adding text, by adding different apps. And I think this is my camera that it's adding. Photos of a brick wall in the background. So you can create your own and add a new layer. If I wanted to add a new layer, I can add an animated caption, a text layer, a grid, an AI-generated image. Look at this crap. Media files, if you've got audio or visual files that you wanna have put out there. Slideshow. This has a lot more of exactly what OBS has. Instead of just having what StreamYard has. I believe you can do a lot of design work with this, just like you can with OBS, in creating those layers that you have in these custom scenes that don't just use overlays and videos with the way it is. So you can put the text where you need and have it do the processing and not overburden your machine doing too much of the processing or anything along those lines. This has got, and just like OBS, because I think I've gone over these different. Here's where you invite guests. Down across the bottom here, we've got the different scenes, and I can create new scenes. We have our mute, and I turn off camera settings, sharing a screen, sharing a video, all the same things that you have over there. Over here, you've got the ability. You can't switch in the middle of the live, but this does, and this was important to me as well. This will do portrait mode live streams. You have to set it before you are live, but it will set up a portrait mode, which YouTube, if you're streaming there, will actually put out in the shorts feed, and that's how you can be put in front of a whole lot of new people that aren't already subscribers. So, and that's right down in this. Oh, it's right in that corner right there. Let me move my mouse over. This is where you set from portrait to landscape. The next thing that I want to show, and this is what makes me know that whoever wrote this was somebody that uses OBS and wanted to add some of the capabilities from OBS into this. Because if, okay, I've got my banners. Let me go to the comments, make sure that I'm not, because I think I got Eddie. I'm making sure I've said hi to everybody. Coming back over to the comments. What you got here? This is, we need to get you set up on it. I think everybody needs to cancel this StreamYard. If you're paying, if you got a paid account, find something new, because they're just jacking those prices way up. The spinning of the wheel, that was slowing my machine down, and it does have. I'll show the app in a moment. I'll show the app. Well, I'll do it before I go to the smaller screen. Let me come back over it. That is one of the. And let me go through this. If I wanted to add a new scene, all these templates. These are the templates for the new scenes. You've got one that involves a speaker. If you've got individual speakers that you want to have up there, you give the scene a name. You've got a be right back screen. And there's multiple ones that they go ahead. They'll give you an empty one, where you can add the text objects, you can add the images, or they've got one kind of made. They've got a couple of them made. Countdowns. They have a number of countdowns made, or you can make your own. And so these are scenes that you can select real quickly over there to have them play, and they might, to use as transitions between different shots with people and stuff. Welcome scenes, again, an empty one. These 3 that you can choose from as templates. And there's one that says religion. So these must have something to do with religion, and then popular. The one that has I'm going to go back. Let me close this. I'm going to go back to the one that has wheel, just because I want to show you how the options work. I think you can click on the... No, you can't click on it. Let me get back to the scene. Let me go to the wheel, and I click on these 3 dots, and it says App Settings. App Settings are where you go to put the names on the wheel, to put what the options are, and possibly where you go to spin the wheel. Here is the app settings. How it's 7 seconds in duration. Let me spin it. Oh man, that just looks terrible. Did I win a yearly subscription? No, that's bullshit. It'll shoot confetti on the end, but it automatically has a wheel. This app is added, and there's apps and widgets you can add to this over in an apps and widgets store. If you want to actually use this wheel that they have, you can go through here. Let me remove a bunch of these. Say you wanted to have the people that were in your chat. Let me put the J, and let me come down here, and I'm just gonna put Wendy, and let me come down here, and Eddie. Oh, I spelled that wrong. And Rabbit, because I don't want to type everything out. And was it Chat Krogert? Was that that? And Kurt was in here earlier. So you add your names that you're going to have onto the wheel, just like the wheel of names. Spin that thing to let it select a winner. I don't know if that looks any better out on the screen. I would still, like I'm saying, I would use, because I think this is slowing mine down too much. And I've got a decent connection. So, and you can clear the winner. So it's ready for the next one. But I don't want to use this. I'm going back to one that I know is not going to be hanging me up. And so we have those things. The next thing I want to show you is here, studio mode. Studio mode is where you end up here, where it's actually playing, how many people are viewing, and it may actually even have a list of those and everything there. But the studio mode, what studio mode does is it gives you a live preview, which is the one on the far side. That's the live preview, so you can see what's going out. And then you've got the editor over here. So let's say I'm, and you'll notice I have changed the editor, but it's still running me full screen here. I've got the editor to where it's set up with this other screen. I transition to it when I'm ready. If I had other people, other things, and I wanted to go to another one of these, I go ahead and switch. I can set up, add my different forms, all that other stuff, and it won't go over there until I click transition, and then you can see that it has made the change, and now I am running the way that it had it running. I'm going to change this back over, or I could go with one of these that we had. I could add the wheel to right here. And notice how it's slowing down the live even though it's not running. But so I can be sitting here and saying, all right, we're getting ready for the wheel, everybody. I can be doing my thing, and I can come over and say, and here's the wheel. And then it's going to bring up the wheel screen. I want to get it back to what I was doing, which is the default screen so you can see. Here we go. There we are. This is studio mode. So this is studio mode. This is how you end up. You can make changes dynamically on the fly without it being live on the screen. So if you were creating a scene that had layers to it, that had text, if you needed to update those things, if you needed to do those different things, you can do that over here, over there, or where am I? You can do that on the left-hand panel, which is the editor, and then you click that transition to make that live. So you're not making changes that are affecting the live stream. I think that that pretty much covers what this is. This EVMux.com. EVMux.com. Sign in with your YouTube, with your Google account. Select a destination just like you do over there in StreamYard. I'll go back to that. That's where I should go next. Although no, it might take me out of the broadcast when I do that. So I'm actually going to. That is, well, this is EVMUX. This is a web-based. So you don't have to run OBS unless you wanted to do what I do with the blue filters and some of the other stuff. But I'm probably going with the $20 version here. But after a month, I'll go to the $39. Right now, I'm paying $49 for less service than the $39 is going to be, and they're going to jack that up to the $89. So I'm going to, for $39, get everything that and more than I would have had for $89 over there at StreamYard. So as long as this first month goes well with EVMUX, with this service, and I don't have a lot of downtime, I don't have a lot of that. That's the only reason I'm going to $19 to start with, is because I want to test it out. I want to make sure that everything is going to be working, everything is going to be copacetic before I do anything else. This is the thing. I believe this is the answer. I believe this is what I'm going to do for my channel. This is how I'm gonna upgrade the services and improve. The big advantages, like I see, you can have 12 people on screen as opposed to 10. The people backstage can talk to each other while they're backstage, so it keeps them from being bored. It allows if you have somebody else managing for them to be backstage, talking to the people, letting them know, making sure their audio is good. And none of that affects the stream out front. So and there's also a push to talk, so that as an administrator you can push to actually privately talk, and the audio will be muted out on the stream. It just goes to that one individual user. If you wanted to just say something to one person that was backstage or on the screen. So this, I think this is the one. This is the StreamYard is the prices are too much. It's out of control now, and so that's why I needed a new option, because I can't get by with the free. I do way too much, and if I tried to totally replicate what I do here with OBS, it would take a lot of work. It would take good work to do, and it's a lot harder to manage than this is. This is easier to manage, just like StreamYard, but this has got a lot more. It's the same, but there's some new features. But you've got everything that you have over there plus. So as long as the service is good, as long as the website's up, I don't believe it has dropped any of these that I've been going. EVMUX at the moment, I'm giving it a thumbs up. I think this is the answer. This is the replacement for people that are wanting to get out from underneath of their paid service over at StreamYard. This is the option that I think you can use that makes more sense. Again, the pricing, the pricing on this, the free, you've got a free one, you've got the basic at $19 a month, and then you have the professional at $39. The big differences between the basic and the professional: only 2 administrators, yourself and one other person on the basic, just like over at StreamYard's $44 package, and that's only $19 here. And then in the professional, you can have up to four, administrators, yourself and three others, for the $39 package, which is comparable to the $89 package. You can have more than just one additional camera with the professional $39 package, up to 3 cameras per device. There you get the private recordings only with the professional, not with the $19, and I don't need those right now, so I'm okay with that. But this is the answer. This is how I'm gonna go. So I feel good about this. I feel like I have found something. I have found an answer. I can't wait to pay for this just so I can get rid of this stupid EVMux thing, this animation that's coming in. But this is the way to go. This, or at least this is my suggestion. I think this is a good one for, because we're all, my bill's supposed to come out on the 1st. I got to cancel that thing tomorrow or today. I got to cancel it later today, that Streamyard, so I don't get hit for that 89. And I'm going to give my money over here to the people at EVMux. This has been around for at least a year, I would say. I found this reference over at Michael J. Fryer, Freyer. He has a lot of streaming tutorials, a lot of OBS tutorials. And this was a alternate to OBS. This was a web-based. They were showing Streamyard, they were showing Restream, they were showing EVMux. I know EVMux has more capabilities than Restream, so that's why I didn't even go over to Restream. I'm not as happy with them. This would be the direction to be. I've been on Streamyard for a couple of years now, I think, and I'm using the $50. Well, I was the $49 package, getting jacked up to $89, so I can't do that. And it's going to be too much work, because I also have to be in the stream. If I had somebody to just run the stream, OBS would be a piece of cake. OBS, I get everything set up. They'd be there. They'd be the ones managing which scene, all this other stuff and all that. It's a lot of work. I've done it, and been on the screen and been drunk. I've been all three, and I've pulled it off. But I don't want to. It's much easier to do this. So, with that being said, I think this hopefully was a useful stream for people. If you are currently using a paid version of StreamYard and you want an alternative, EVMux.com. EVMux.com. That is the place to take a look at. Create yourself a free version so you can get used to the interface, and then decide if you want to go to the $19 basic or the $39 professional. That would be my suggestion. I hope everybody has themselves a great day. I'm probably going to go ahead and I think I have accomplished what I want to accomplish. So everybody out there, make the most of this Sunday. Later on, I probably will be doing an animated stream with Karen. With the animated character Karen, who is the manager. He had to talk to the manager, but those are filthy streams, and I'm gonna put that in the shorts feed using the portrait mode. So anybody that knows my sense of humor, you know what I'm gonna do. So you understand when I say it's a filthy stream. Just, take that under advisement if later on you see me live and decide to come hang out, because I'd love to see all of you. Let's see how it does at ending this stream. Everybody, make the most of the day. I will see you later on. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.